Welcome everyone. Today we are diving into the world of analog to digital converters, in short ADC. These handy devices are like translators between the real world and digital devices. They take things like sounds, temperature, or light, stuff that continuous and changing, and turn them into numbers that digital devices can understand. ADC are important because they help digital system make sense of the analog world around us. Without them, our devices wouldn't be able to process or understand things like music, temperature reading, or even the movement of robot. The purpose of ADC is straightforward. They take analog signals and turn them into digital ones. This helps in many ways like processing data, controlling things, and even sending signals over the internet. So, let's find out how these little converters are making big waves in the digital world.
I am going to briefly discuss about the analog and digital signal. First, let's talk about what is analog and digital signals. Analog signals are continuous signals that represent physical measurement. Analog signals vary over time and can take any value within a given range. Additionally, digital signals represent information using a series of discrete values. Those values are represented as a sequence of bits 0 and 1. There are some basic differences between analog and digital signals, such as analog signal has continuous representation of signals with noise and it has infinite resolutions. On the other hand, digital signal has discrete representation of signals with less noise and it has finite resolution. Analog signals are like smooth waves in old phones, thermometers, and fans, while digital signals in smartphones, cell phones, and keyboards break things into clear bits for sharpness and keys. We switch for analog to digital for few key reasons. Digital is stay clear over long distance. It easier to store and share, more reliable communications, and it the language of all our modern gadget. It's about keeping everything crisp and making sure it plays nice with technology.
How to work analog to digital converter ADC. ADC following a sequence when converting analog signal to digital. They first sample the signal, then quantity quantify it, then determine the resolution of the signal, and finally set binary value and send it the system to read the digital signal. We see the figure analog signal input and ADC converter provide output digital signal 0 and 1. 2-bit binary analog to digital converter circuit, 2-bit ADC converter output. We see the table analog input voltage V in and comparator output D0, D1, D2, D3, digital output Q0 and Q1. When input voltage V in between 0 and 1 volt, the input on all three comparator will be less than their reference voltage, so their output would be low and the encoder will output the binary 00 condition on Q0 and Q1. As V in increase above 1 volt but less than 2 volt, comparator U1 which has a reference voltage into set a 1 volt. We detect the voltage difference producing a high output. The priority encoder which is used as the 4 to 2 bit encoder detects these chains of input voltage at D1 and produces a binary output 1. We get 0 1. How many types of ADC converter? There are really 5 major types of ADC in use today: Delta Sigma ADC, Dual Slope ADC, Pipeline ADC, Flash ADC, Successive Approximate Register SAR ADC. Every technology has features, capability, and drive it use in market. With ADC, these include Sample rate: how fast can ADC convert analog to digital? Bit resolution: with how much precise can be ADC convert analog to digital? Let's look at each of these fundamental specifications in more details. ADC type: dual slope ADC. Advantage: inexpensive, disadvantage: low speed, max resolution 20 bits and max sample rate 100 Hz. Flash: very fast and low bit resolution, max resolution 20 bit and max sample rate 100 GHz. Pipeline: process very fast and limited resolution, max resolution 16 bit and max sample rate of signal 1 GHz. SAR: good speed and resolution ratio, no inherent and anti-aliasing protection, max resolution bit 18 and max sample rate 10 MHz. Delta Sigma ADC: high domain performance and high dynamic performance, enhance anti-aliasing protection, hysteresis and unnatural signal, max resolution 32 bits and max sample 1 MHz. We see the ADC advantage and disadvantage and max bit resolution, max sample rate of types of ADC converter.
Now I am talking about application for ADC. Application for ADC can be found in a variety of industries where digital signal are needed for processing, analysis or storing. Some examples such as instrumentation and measurement, medical devices, power management and robotics, etc. Instrumentation and measurement in order to transform physical values like temperature, pressure, voltage, etc. into digital data for monitoring, control and analysis. ADC are widely employed in measurement system. Medical. In medical system like MRI, CT, ultrasound machine, etc. ADCs convert to analog signals received from sensor into digital images. Robotics. ADC in robotics convert analog signal from sensor into digital format. Let's move on for performance parameter for ADC. Accuracy, the degree to which the ADC digital output and the actual value of the analog input agree is known as accuracy. The last significant bit, LSB, or a fraction of the full scale range are common way to specify it. Accuracy is influenced by a number of factors including gain, offset and linearity. Input voltage range, the range of analog input voltage that the ADC can precisely convert into digital output without distortion or clipping is known as the input voltage range. Resolution, the amount of bit utilized to represent the analog input is referred to as resolution. It ascertains the smallest input voltage sense that the ADC is capable of detecting. An 8-bit ADC for instance may provide 256 output level, whereas 12-bit ADC can produce 4096 levels.
Let's talk about the performance limitations and challenges of ADC. There are several performance limitations and challenges while making an ADC due to the complexity of achieving high performance and accuracy. Among them, some problems are mentioned here. Number one is trade-off. Designers often face trade-offs between parameters such as resolutions, sampling rate, power consumption, and cost. Optimizing one parameter may negatively impact others, requiring careful consideration. Secondly, sampling rate and bandwidth. Designing ADCs with high sampling rates and wide bandwidths can be challenging due to the limitations in circuit speed, power consumption, and signal processing requirements. Then comes the power consumption issues. Balancing performance requirements with power consumptions is critical. Higher performance ADCs may consume more power, which can be a limitation in low power or battery operated devices. Then maintaining linearity and minimizing distortion across the entire input range of the ADC can be another challenging, particularly in high speed and high resolution designs. Finally, the problem arises with cost. Higher performance ADCs with better resolutions, accuracy and other features tends to be more expensive. Designers must balance performance requirements with cost constraints. Finally, in conclusion part, we can have an overview of our topic. We know that ADC serves as the vital link between analog signals and digital systems. Their sampling, quantization, and encoding functions enable seamless integration of real-world data into digital platforms, with versatile applications spanning telecommunications, audio processing, instrumentations, medical devices, and beyond. In a word, understanding ADC fundamentals empowers innovation and drives progress to the electronics world.